Here comes the Nastygram.
Send a priest to save my soul, forget it.
Welcome back to the Nastygram RPG podcast. This is the final episode, episode 18 of One Shot at a Monster.
Too hard is the poison to the heart of a cynic. Redemption. Now I'm waking to pain.
Well. We are back for one final time. I'm Josh. I'm your Dungeon Master, creator of lovely, peaceful villages that the players will try to wipe from the earth.
Hi, I'm Dean. I'm playing Sir Adric Windmere. I am the Elf Grappler and Arcturlgrim Slayer.
Hi, I'm John. I'm playing Dr. Merrick Hoffman, party burner, and overall, just great guy.
This is Jake playing Avery Colburn, instigator of bad ideas and canoe thief.
This is Matt playing Keeler Ulson, the Bone Carver Ranger who goes along with the bad ideas.
All right. Last week, you guys left from the remnants of the village of Van Dietz, heading north, spotted sails, and put together that it was several large longships, most likely a great raiding party, but they were heading away, heading west and south, realizing that they must have come from somewhere. You took the lay of the land, continued heading along the land you encountered, heading northeast. You decided to take a gamble after careful deliberation that Dr. Hoffman tried to deliberately reach once more out into the mind of Arcturlgrim, but this time it backfired, and Arcturlgrim came back into Dr. Hoffman. There was a struggle, and an unknown amount was revealed to Arcturlgrim. You continued along, feeling signs of change in the ecosystem, change in the weather. Finally, on the third day, pausing to make camp, came up over a crest and found an oasis of a kind, a river flowing free, crops growing along, a new village springing up along it, all in the shadow of a mountain that seemed all too familiar from the brand. You've decided, you know for sure, between John's visions, between Hoffman's visions, I don't want to know anything about John's gross visions, and Keeler's powers and feeling through the bone of the victim of Arcturlgrim, that Arcturlgrim is indeed inside that mountain. The plan is to steal a canoe, sneak upriver, hopefully not go mile-eye on this motherfucker and waste all these peaceful people, and confront Arcturlgrim once and for all.
Holy shit, you see his fucking head come apart?
How do you shoot women and children?
That's how they laugh.
All right. I think that about brings us up to snuff. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any final preparations anybody wants to go over? You basically got one last long rest, so you're re-upped. Those slight burn singes from a few days ago are gone. Everybody's at max HP. Anybody do anything?
I'll pen a lovely letter to my wife back in Mississippi and telling her we're going to go fight them Union boys.
Adric is most certainly divorced.
He's married to...
All right.
Yeah.
The work.
Adric's writing a letter that people will read on Memorial Day in 50 years and pretend that they're patriotic.
Yeah.
What about Matt?
I don't write a letter.
So during that last rest, Keeler would have taken a few bones that he'd been slowly working on, and he would have made a few talismans to go into battle with. The first one is a visage of a large bear standing next to a mountain. The second is sort of a shapeless humanoid, sort of melding in and out of shadows carved across the front of the bone. And the third is bear claws, bird talons, sharp teeth, all kind of carved into what looks like the mouth of creature on one of the bones. The bear one I will be giving to Adric. So for the next 8 hours, you have advantage on strength and dexterity saving throws that would knock you prone or move you against your will. You count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift to a maximum of size large.
I guess you can bring along that hammer after all.
You also gain 4 temporary hit points.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to be keeping...
What does Keeler say when he gives it to Adric?
Adric, this is for you. It is a carving I learned from my grandfather. It represents the strength of the North, of the sisters, of the brothers, and of the great snow bear.
I accept it honorably, Keeler. Thank you.
One warrior to another. I pray you make it out.
Indeed. I grab his shoulder.
We go in Lord of the Rings.
I go double shoulders, Lord of the Rings style. Thank you.
Powerful.
Yes.
All right, and for the Hofster?
This is
Nothing
going
flammable?
to be Dancing Shadows. It's the formless, the shadows. You have advantage on stealth checks while in dim light and advantage on initiative rolls.
Cool.
And unfortunately for Avery, I can only make 3, and the last one's for me.
I almost want to give you a point of inspiration for that, but you go over heartfelt exchanges and then just walk away
Just
and
pass.
sit back on his back.
I'll walk up to Avery and
Hey, good
just
luck, bro.
tussle his hair. I will watch your back.
Keeler,
Yes.
I want to pass on a bit of, well, something a wise man once told me. Before we leave, make sure you take a big shit.
Yes. Never forget to collect it for second harvest either.
All right, you guys do your last business and
I take a big shit.
take a big shit. Everybody empties one out. And,
Should we roll or something?
Yeah. Okay. Roll. See who has the biggest shit.
What do you add to that roll?
Constitution.
Just
100%. Were you wise enough to eat your greens?
Avery just has little rabbit turds then.
All right, and it is very dark. There's some cloud cover, but the moon is almost empty right now. And you come up over this crest. You look down. You see just stillness in the village below. No fires burn.
We're going dead of night style.
Yep. No fires burn. Minimal illumination. Some starlight, basically. Your eyes are obviously fully adjusted. You pick out your path before you, and what are you doing?
Before we move, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us. So I'll start muttering under my breath, pull out some ashes from the fire, and kind of walk up to everybody and draw little symbols on your chest.
Of a mountain with a flame in it.
I,
Surprise.
I hand my sword and shield to Adric, and I say, I'll get the canoe and meet you there. And I point out a spot that he can easily get to. I imagine that I know that he's not going to be very sneaky in all of his armor.
Okay.
So I point out a spot where he can get to,
All right.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to a canoe.
Go a little solo-mish?
Yeah. Well, we don't have to do a whole big thing, but
No, let's do a whole side session.
yeah. Okay.
All right, we'll wrap it up here. Next week, we'll be back for the adventures of Avery Colburn.
I say, once we get the canoe and we get inside the canoe, if there's one thing I learned at Felgren's Pass, it's this. If you're going to attack somebody in the night, be smart about hiding the glint of steel. Our enemies did that very successfully that night. Keep all of our stuff hidden under the furs. No steel. It'll glint on the moonlight, especially in the water.
All right.
Avery, forearm to forearm. Good luck.
I nod and then I head off. Do you want me to roll steel canoe?
Yeah. Give me a steel canoe check.
Okay.
Plus 12.
Steel canoe.
That's give me a stealth.
I figured that's what steel canoe was.
This is
You do
is
have
it
a plus 10 on that from me.
I thought it was advantage.
Nope.
plus 10.
Oh fuck! I rolled a 19 and 18 on my
Take the lower one then.
I'll take the lower. Want me to roll?
roll disadvantage.
I'll reroll.
Just be a
Plus,
dick.
dude, plus 10 is even
No.
better. Are you kidding? Yeah, I'll reroll.
1.
14. That's a better roll. So that's 31. 31, motherfucker. 31.
All right.
Does the 31 hit?
You lose inspiration for scummery.
All right.
Did they roll a 31?
A 32 actually.
The village woman.
Fucking owl
Eagle
person
eye.
lands. Fucking an owl guy? They have an owl guy?
It turns out it's the village of Drow, and not in fact
Oh, no.
at all what you thought.
Cool. Poison
What's a
crossbows.
twist?
You make your way down to the village and kind of pausing regularly to listen, and you're coming alongside one building. There's not a ton of ton of buildings here. You think from what you saw during the day, it looks like most of the habitations are probably built into the base of the mountain. But there are some scattered buildings out here, mostly storehouses, but some probably live in. You hear the sounds of animals, and you freeze because across the river from you, you see the glint of eyes, and you see a large. First, you think it's a man walking with some sort of pack animal, mule or something like that. The dim light, you can make out. They both stop and they actually turn towards you. Turn towards the opposite bank of the river, and then you can kind of make out as it moves a little bit forward, especially from how it moves. It's not a pack animal at all. It's a wolf, massive. Again, the size of a pony. Comes up to the shoulder of the man that walks next to it, bow slung on his back. They walk a little closer to the bank of the river. You see them both stop, and their eyes scanning the wolf, ears perked up. A long moment, one of the longest in recent memory for you, Avery, passes, and then they keep moving along. There's something strange about that wolf for sure. How it moved almost without command next to this man. But they pass along, heading in the opposite direction. You wait a good amount of time, get the canoe, and push it silently out into the river, and start making your way. The rest of you wait a bit longer than expected. Time passes. You're getting anxious around this bend, and finally you see a silhouette. Impressed with the almost complete lack of noise, very, very gentle ripples as it gets closer, and Keeler lowers his crossbow, and Hoffman as well, as you see that it is indeed Avery.
Well done.
I look at Keeler and I say, they have wolves, giant wolves.
Did you see the color of the fur?
White?
Grayish white.
Gray or white?
They are found from bandits. They are very keen. Did he spot you?
No, it was heading away from us, but it'll turn soon.
A handler?
There was a man with it, but not a handler. More, they walked like two companions would walk.
We must be very careful here. Make sure to avoid being downwind if we can.
Wise. With that in mind, you make your way as far along the more distant bank of the river as you can, and you don't really get away from the village because the village kind of sprawls along, and you're actually kind of moving towards the bank of the mountain that has all these caves and passes. You get closer, again, very faint light, but you can see carved in walkways going up, going along, and what it looks like from the piles of material is that it is in expansion, that new and more rooms or caverns are being dug out of this cliff face, in anticipation perhaps of more. But you break away, head across the river, and towards the just complete blackness of this opening into the mountain. And the canoe approaches it, and you pass inside. It is not long before all of you, except for Keeler, cannot see anything. All you see is, if you turn around after 100 feet or so, you can see a dim half circle of pale, slightly lighter gray, and essentially pitch black after that point.
Keeler, you'll have to be our eyes. Can't see a thing.
Yes, I'll navigate.
So you stay dark and just keep moving?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, absolutely.
light would be a good idea.
Okay. You keep moving, basically just trusting in Keeler to call out what he sees. And it's odd. I mean, it is literally, after one turn, it is pitch black. Your hands on the oars just move by muscle memory. The feel of the water, the resistance, drive forward, back, pick up, slow, break the water, forward, over and over.
Does the river flow in the direction we're going?
It's flowing towards you. So you're flowing upriver. It's not a strong current. As you get further
But no
in,
coasting.
no coasting.
We're making a little bit of noise with the oars, which I don't love.
A bit. And it does slightly echo in here.
So I want to make sure that we're cognizant of oar noise.
Okay.
Just be a little more careful. Not rowing quickly, taking our time. We're no rush through here.
Something becomes more and more apparent. You're sweating. You're all hot. The splash of some of the water is mixed with sweat. It's pouring from all of you, dressed in furs and armor.
Doff the fur.
Start breaking off layers and piling them up in the floor of this canoe. You get forward. One more bend. Matt, ahead of you, you see, it looks like it ends. You see rock.
Oh, it ends. It is a wall.
It must go under.
Do you still see the water moving?
I take the oar and start judging depth.
It's deep. You don't reach bottom.
So grab the wall when we approach.
You grab the wall, Matt. It's hard even with your dark vision. I don't know. What do you think? Is your dark vision more like thermal? You're seeing heat, or is it you can just kind of perceive it with illumination that others can't?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably more like moonlit night for me, where
Cool.
I can see like shapes and shadows and that kind of stuff, but there really isn't much of a definition.
Okay.
Like I could see the shape of a
starlight.
tree, but not how many branches are
Yep.
in it.
All right. You look, feel. You can see it's basically the roof of this tunnel comes down and it breaks the water. You can't see how far, but you can feel the pace of the current. It's a bit more agitated here. It's faster. And from your knowledge of just nature, being outside, streams, caverns, you're pretty confident it's a relatively short distance, which is kind of makes that water whip faster, that it's probably not far from where you are to where it breaks on the other side, but you don't know exactly how far.
It's not too deep. Well, maybe far is better word. I don't know how long, but with the power it pops up, you see the break, the height here.
Yes.
The water forced down and come up. You see it with ice flows. When a sister is near, it heats up the water and pushes it out faster.
Avery reaches over the side of the boat and just puts his hand in the water just to feel how strong the current is.
It's so warm. Like the first
Yeah.
thing, it's piss warm. like almost hot.
I
you
say,
would say.
it feels like a bathhouse.
We will have to swim. Is that something you can do?
Yes.
I can provide light. If we're under the water, I think we were okay. Right?
We're going to make noise going through there. Swimming.
There'll be no boat after. I do not know how far upriver we will have to go either.
I think I would like light at this point, yes. I think when we hit the water, we use our light and we keep it going.
All right. How is Adric? Can you swim in that?
Yes.
All right.
Very confident.
Shall I lead?
Yes. Once we hit the water, I'll shine a light so we can see at least somewhat.
Is there anything we can tie the boat to on this side?
Yeah, it has a line on the canoe, and there's some kind of broken rocky outcroppings along the side or on the roof. You can wedge that line in there pretty well.
All right, I'll secure the canoe as best I can, and
Wishful thinking.
Up here, it is best to be prepared. You ready?
Right. Yes.
Take a couple of deep breaths, expand my lungs, and then take one long, slow, deep breath and plunge underneath, keeping my hand on one side of the wall to kind of guide and pull myself forward.
All right. Keeler drops under the rest of you guys right behind.
Yeah, Hoffman jumps in and basically use my artificer light on my crystal to light up the area.
Before I jump in, I want to taste the water. Is it salt water or fresh water?
It's fresh.
Okay.
Fresh water.
Yeah. Take a little sip and then go for it.
All right. Although there's like almost a trace of like sulfury.
Yeah.
You guys go over the side into the water. Hoffman immediately ignites this light and the color.
It's like a green light.
This pale greenish light illuminates underwater. You see Keeler kind of making his way forward. The river here is pretty wide, 50 feet or so. The water in the center, it's at least 30 feet deep, but over towards the side, it's rounded, so it's pretty shallow. Adric, you might find it's almost easier. You almost kind of bound down and springing off the ground and almost propelling yourself forward. And there's a slight bend. Whoever's in the back loses sight of Keeler as soon as you start making your way, and all of you feel your lungs start burning. And as you just push forward, one by one, you come around and you're relieved to see Keeler break the surface above you. And all four of you come up, break abreast, and burst into a cavern. Immediately, you're assaulted by the jungle-like conditions, just 100% humidity, 100 degrees. Oof. The air is almost burning in your mouth. As you try to catch your breath, it's just heavy, oppressive. You look around and you're in a massive open chamber. This river seems to kind of flow right through the center of it, widen up at points, almost like a lagoon. Rocks rise on the side. Is the light still on?
No. As soon as we break surface, I turned it off.
Okay. The light goes off, but it's immediately your eyes catch a new light. Blue light pours from one end of this cavern. A pale, icy blue. It spills out, illuminates the edges of the cavern, maybe 300 feet from side to side, the roof 50 feet over your head. It's hard to tell initially with the color of the blue. The rock just looks dark. As you put your hands up on the side, you kind of start to make your way. You're near the edge of the water. You realize that it's not just black, not just dark rock, it's black, blackened, burnt, charred. Everything in here, the stone has just been through heat, worn to an almost charcoal-like black. This crystal is obscured, as is much of the cavern. Around it is sheets of ice, and the ice is just immediately melting, steam spilling out across all the water, the ground, a thick layer of fog. And it's still for a moment, except for the sounds of your breathing, lights splashing as you break to the side and get to the edge of the water. And then you hear movement. And in the center of this lagoon, a form starts to unwrap, to emerge from the waters. Massive, 150 feet in length, coils. Its skin, scaly skin, is chitinous, black, the color of burnt charcoal, black and gray, long, snake-like. At its fore, you see two crooked arms coming out. 3 joints extend. A massive head finally spins and turns. Its head is flat, wide, long. Its eyes are red around the outside and burning orbs of white in the center. And Arcturlgrim, his jaw opens and he says,
You've come.
roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Oh, I have advantage now.
You have advantage for initiative. It's beautiful.
I got a 14, baby.
Oh, baby, I love you.
Avery got a 22.
Wow. Ready,
17.
there we go.
Avery with a 22. Next is 17. Keeler.
17.
Who's after 17?
I have 12.
Hopping at a 14.
Hoffman 14. Okay, so I have Avery at 22, Keeler at 17, Hoffman at 14, Arcturlgrim at 13, and Adric at 12.
How far away are we?
So Arcturlgrim unfurls in front of you. Maybe his head swivels towards you, about 30 feet away. And as his mouth opens, you just see steam escaping. It is Avery. Your action, sir.
Oh boy. Okay, cool.
Bum, 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 bum.
The thought crosses your mind that you could probably fit 2 of the longships you were on inside of this thing.
Yeah, Avery doesn't really want to be the first one into its mouth. So I think he's actually going to hold his initiative until
Somebody else runs in front of you.
yeah, well, all my shit is weird. I need like people with me and stuff.
This might
Rogues are weird. They don't want to go first. What Dean?
I was going to say, I should have been in front of us with the shield at the start.
I mean, you're all in a pretty close cluster.
Okay.
As you come up.
Are we still in the water?
You're at the edge of the water, so all of you are, knee deep in water. So at the edge of it, Arcturlgrim is in the water ahead of you. It seems like it's where he is. Like I said, it kind of widens out into this lagoon, and at least parts of it are fairly shallow because you can see a lot of his bulk in the water, but actually above it.
Are there any points of high ground or like stalactites or stalagmites? Anything that we could take cover behind anywhere? I just kind of want to get a lay of the land.
So picture this giant, fairly circular, 300-foot wide or so chamber, 50-foot ceilings. This river goes straight through, about 50 feet wide, but in the center of it, it widens out into this lagoon, occupying the majority of the chamber, maybe a couple hundred feet across. The rocks do rise on either side of that, so around the edge you have, it varies from 20 to 40 to 50 feet of ledge. There are stalagmites and stalactites that come through at all throughout the chamber.
Sorry, weird mechanical question. Do I have to have like a hand free to use this horn? I mean, I imagine I'm not going to have a sword in one hand,
it's a
shield in
horn,
the other,
so-
a horn. Yeah, so like I'm not okay. So I probably have my shield on my back and the horn in my left hand.
I mean,
and
you
the
could
sword.
hold a horn in your hand of your shield.
Good news. I know I can hold a hammer with my shield.
because it's tiny. Okay,
I'm gonna get you back.
okay. So it's like probably just behind my shield, like in my hand.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, it's not like a vuvuzela, whatever the thing is. It's not huge.
I mean, Avery's gonna hold his initiative because
Very heroic.
he's not that heroic yet.
Okay, Keeler.
He's getting there.
He's
I mean,
here.
Maybe when we get to
What
the
up?
final game.
They're awesome. Keeler.
I will.
I'm gonna go.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. At initiative 20.
Oh fuck.
Something else.
We're doing lair actions. We're playing fucking Dungeons and Dragons, kids.
We're doing it.
We're
Yeah.
in a cavern. This kind of a dungeon. We're doing it.
I'm gonna go after right after Adric.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Initiative 20, Arcturlgrim, his head kind of shoots forward, and this deep, reverberating roar. And it shakes the ground. It shakes your chest. You feel like, the deepest bass you can imagine. Imagine being stuck in the back of a trunk with one of those subwoofers just cranked up, and it rattles the teeth in your mouth and the bones in your body. And everybody give me a will save. This is a fear check for anyone that is relevant.
What
to.
is a will save?
Wisdom? Don't be
Okay.
a fucking dick. You know
I
that.
was serious. Well, I got a fucking wisdom bonus, so matters. 22.
18.
15.
17.
Okay, everybody passes. No one is frightened. Good news.
Fucking hair fucking flowing.
We're fighting. Wait, hold on. We're fighting a straight up dragon right now.
Yeah. All right.
That was dragon fear.
It's called Dungeons and Dragons, Jacob.
Are we in a dungeon fighting a dragon?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's on the nose, brother.
All right. Well, I would say nobody has the condition frightened. It's up to you whether your characters is frightened or not. I mean, wouldn't blame you.
Avery looks deep inside of him and he finds one more turd and he lets it loose.
You all hear a little rabbit pellet. Ping. All right, Keeler.
Avery's hair now is like a blowout perm.
I will cast Hunter's Mark on Arcturlgrim, and then I will move out of the water onto part of this ledge, and I guess I'm trying to move to something that's going to give me some sort of cover if I can get there.
Okay. You can get to like a half cover behind a stalagmite.
Yeah, I'll go with that, and then I'll loose my crossbow from my back, pull out 2 bolts from my bandolier, load it into my crossbow, and as I do, it gets the bolt begins with that like Arctic blue glow, and first shot is 17 to hit.
It clangs off Arcturlgrim's carapace.
So I'll load the second shot in. It'll also start to glow that same blue color. 13.
Once again, this is a bit jarring for all of you. You've spent months now with Keeler and seen his bolts strike true time after time after time into zealots, hovals, game, and you see 2 bolts come out and just bounce with no effect off the flanks of Arcturlgrim.
Hoffman, your crystal, it still works, yes?
Yes, of course.
In your mind, not aloud, Keeler, you hear Arcturlgrim's voice.
Why do you fight me? Don't you see what I offer your people? It is not you. Men and elves will pay. I will free you. You will be the chosen people and take this world back.
Make an intelligence save.
Cool. I got advantage on those from Hoffman's little crystal. Oh, that's not going to help so much. That's a 10.
Okay, you're stunned for one round, Matt, as you can't help but you feel this conflict that it goes beyond your comprehension for a moment, and you just think you think about all those people, you think about the singing, think about these people living in peace seemingly and prosperity, and your hands just remain affixed, and the crossbow slowly lowers towards the ground. Hoffman.
The crystal, is it on the ground, hovering?
It's implanted in the wall.
Okay. To the side, like further down the cavern, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
On the same side of the river that you're on,
Yep.
but a good 120 feet
On
or
like
so
the
away.
side of the wall?
Yep.
Like up how high up?
Not that high up, low to the ground, maybe 6-7 feet up.
Okay.
How tall are you? Just out of your hand reach.
That's okay. How far away is it again? Sorry.
120 feet.
Hoffman looks at the crystal
100 feet, sorry. 100 feet.
and then he's gonna run for it.
Okay.
Double move.
What's that? 60 feet you go at a double?
Yeah.
All right. That's still just a move action, or is that a full round?
It'd be a full round. It'd be
Okay.
a move and a dash, basically.
Okay. Do anything bonus action? Anything you want to do?
No, I don't have anything
Okay.
I can do bonus.
You race towards it. You see Arcturlgrim's massive head itself, the length of your sea canoe, 20 feet long from snout to eye, and it cocks its head at you, and in your mind, a familiar voice.
You've come back to me. That crystal interests you. I know everything about the elders. You come by my side, by my right claw, and I will show you wonders you've never dreamed of.
Make a wisdom save.
Hi, this is John playing Hoffman, Arcturlgrim's right-hand claw.
All right.
Season 2 of Nasty.
I like the right-hand claw. That was awesome.
I can't roll for fuck's sake.
I'll be
That's
under
a-
the table.
That's a 4. Inspiration is gonna fix that. It's 4.
Nothing doing with that one.
I have 2 inspiration. I can spend it, but I don't think it's gonna
Okay.
get high enough.
I'm looking forward to the heroic end of us killing each other while he watches.
Yeah, it's great.
Or just all being stunned all the time. When he whacks us.
He pushes us into the water, we drown. Just a little
Ow.
claw push. Blink. That's where it's stunned.
Okay. Hoffman, you're running towards this crystal, and you just imagine what else Arcturlgrim could speak of. Let you know when it comes back around to you.
All right, cool.
All right, cool. It's Arcturlgrim's turn.
We've done so much to him, and
Defer, miss, fail. All right.
can't wait to play in our new half elf game after this, where everyone's a half elf.
In the half elf world.
Yeah, in the half elf world. That's gonna be a fun game.
Half elf, all fire world.
Yeah,
Everything's on fire all the time.
it's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, that meme.
Yeah,
Everything is
this is fine.
Everything is fine.
Smash,
Just a half elf sitting there.
smash cut to the goddamn council, and Ben Kenobi sits down. He's like, something terrible has happened. They're all dead. I felt a great disturbance in the force.
Can we make new level 7 characters that are
Or
more,
maybe
more
better.
optimal?
Maybe level 10.
Dean, what is
More
Adric's armor class?
24.
Holy shit. Okay. Okay, Arcturlgrim lunges forward. These long, they look spindly compared to its body, but as the claws streak out at you, you realize they're quite robust. But it's strange. There's 3 joints to them, so they kind of overextend outwards and then snap back in,
A lot of
and
momentum.
both curl in at you, and the maw itself comes down and snaps at you. You deflect the first claw, bring the shield up, and in a physics-defying moment, Arcturlgrim's jaw bounces off of it, and one other claw comes in from the side, and you take 14 as it batters against your armor. Adric,
Let's go!
it is your turn.
Okay. Since he's presented himself as a target to me, I'm going to return the favor and attack his ass.
Turn
His
fire.
motherfucking ass.
Suppressing fire.
Question, mechanical question.
Yep.
If I have the little hammer and the shield hand, is that possible? Number one. You said you all made fun of it.
Well,
think it
I
should
thought
be.
you said he strike it across
Yeah.
the hammer.
Basically, like I was picturing, like you put the hammer on your belt and you kind of ring your sword
Oh,
on
right
the
on.
hammer.
Okay, that's cool. So I put it in my little carpenter's belt.
Yeah.
Is it Fisher Price
Get your
or like
fucking
a?
hot hat.
Is it a fucking Fisher Price or
You
is it like
measure-
a true
You
16
get your
ounce
tape
hammer?
measure out, and you're measuring.
All right, okay, that's taken care of. Next, if I ring and miss, does that charge dissipate?
No, your
It
next hit.
stands. Why save it? I go whooping, and I attack him.
Is it
Once
like
per-
once per? How
It's a
does it-
bonus action, so you use it. It's good for one attack. You get 3 uses total.
Understood. So I have 2 uses now.
Yes.
Why am I attacking with advantage in my wishful thinking life?
Full move. Got me.
He'll never know.
That's gonna be a 4. So an 11. No, I'm not gonna do that. Second attack.
The dice are really coming home to roost for you guys.
That's a 19.
19 will strike true, sir.
Aha, and an 18.
Oh, thank God.
All right, so we got it.
Wait,
Okay.
did an 18
Well-
miss?
Yes.
No, 17 minutes.
No, 17 miss.
Oh, okay.
So it could be an 18.
Ugh.
Or
Okay, back to the matter at hand. The damage
3d10
plus my damage.
plus normal. Yep.
Okay. So, there we go. Damage. My eyes glow like Thor's. We're going to do 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Hold on. Since I hit, I got a 3 and a 1 in here. I'll re-roll.
Okay.
That's
Using-
18.
Oh, okay.
I can use
You have
the
to
higher.
reroll all of them? You have to?
It says re-roll damage.
Oh shit.
But I can pick.
Oh, yeah, you pick
So
either the
savage
18
attack is being employed.
or yeah.
About a 16, 28 instead.
28.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
Plus 4, 32.
32, motherfucker.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Damage reduction of 30. That's
Flash
2
the-
damage.
After I took one on the chin.
All right. Your
The fucking crackle in the cave.
Avery, you've been holding off, and the fear that you first choked back is rapidly rising in your throat as you see both your first 2 companions seem to fail to strike this thing, to fall under its thrall. It comes at Adric, and then your faith is momentarily restored as this sword strikes against this carapace, and you see chunks of these scales, almost crystal-like, the scales themselves, fly away from the beast. Steam hisses out of its wound as Adric strikes true.
So Avery, kind of, knowing that that Adric was going to just rush in like a psycho, was waiting for that and runs in basically right behind him. And right after he strikes, I kind of come around the side and I'm going to kind of swing immediately after his swing.
Okay.
With my sword. And that's going to be not enough. I'm going to make this hit. 18.
18.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
All right.
we found the armor class, folks.
I had to use an inspiration for the listeners at home. All right. So I'm going to use Distracting Strike. So I'm going to roll damage. I get a little extra damage on this. I rolled pretty well.
Nice.
26.
Nice.
And what Distracting Strike does is the next person to attack him gets advantage. And then I'm going to use my cunning action to blow the horn
Okay.
and give Adric another swing with advantage.
Okay.
Let's
It's another attack, so it's 2
let's
swings.
Yeah, standard
Yep.
action.
let's effing go.
Fucking A.
Let's effing go.
Talk about synergy. At least 2 people are getting it done. The rest of us are running
He's
away.
going to kill us so fast. He's like, oh, really? That's what you're doing.
I mean, I'm going economy of force.
Okay.
Because when Arcturlgrim gets his shit together.
Oh, well, you can't. No more
once per
bonus
turn.
action. Yeah, use your bonus
understood.
action.
Understood.
So-
Fair enough.
But make your 2 swings at least.
With advantage. I'm told.
Yeah. Yep.
Shit balls.
Increase
Only
the
one
chance
of
of
them
that 19.
is a advantage?
the next. Sorry.
One is at advantage, I believe.
The first
Probably.
one.
The next attack roll
Yeah,
gets.
So my
the
normal
the first
attack
one.
roll.
Yep, with advantage.
How about a 20?
I'll do.
Rolled a 20.
Shit.
Oh, nice.
If only that was.
was born for this!
If only that was the lightning strike.
I know. Holy fuck, dude. Zap.
Yeah, as he hit, it was
you might be
the
able to get
thunderous
one of
roar
those.
and lightning kind of shooting along the sides of it.
All right. It feels kind of weak to throw a die 8 at this thing, but
Two of them.
here goes nothing. 4, 8.
Will kill me with one die. You want another die?
You need that.
You're gonna crit again. I believe.
Did you
in
add your damage, your bonus damage?
What was the total?
8. Because I don't have
That was with +4 though, right?
I don't have Savage right now. It was with +4.
Okay. And another attack?
Yes. With advantage. Not
Regular.
Got it. He's cool off.
Chill.
Green's gonna chill out for just a second because he's throwing thunder. 17. Oh, I'll use that because I know it's an auto hit.
Use the inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's an auto
Yep.
hit. But let's see for fun. It's a 6.
Nice.
24. 30.
Holy shit.
I was a
rolling
34. Does that
sixes.
hit? Does that give me an extra fucking attack?
Does that hit the
a
Tarrasque?
fucking 34?
Call that one a crit.
Dude, all right, let's go. Can
fucking
I
go.
Taking this.
Is Princess of the Universe by Queen blaring right now? Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's a crit, you say?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 2d8. Fuck. 10.
10. Okay.
We're stacking them up, Ray. Stacking them up.
All right. What is Avery's armor class?
22.
Okay. Arcturlgrim is going to use my point of inspiration.
You.
Oh, no.
One takes
two
away, though.
sixes.
It's a wild die.
Let's see if Arcturlgrim can one-shot Avery.
Let's see if he can't.
17. As you blow the horn, almost out of sight from the other end of the cavern, the length of this beast is so massive, its tail swings, and you see that towards the end of its body, a lot of it, almost the whole second half could be considered its tail, essentially. So it's almost whip-like, but still several feet around and barbed as the tail hooks into you and slams into
17.
17.
I'm going to use ability. I'm going to reduce the damage by 10.
Nice job.
Damn, that's another.
That's another Battlemaster parry. I imagine I'm not literally parrying it. I'm probably dodging it.
Yeah,
but-
maybe bracing the
so I
shield.
take 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good move. All right. So Avery, you're going to act at 11 now. Back up to the top is Keeler. Keeler, make another int check with advantage.
Much better. 15. Still
Okay.
not great.
You shake your head clear. 15 does it exactly, but you are no longer affected. But that was your turn. On to Hoffman.
Yeah.
In your mind, Keeler, you still hear Arcturlgrim's voice. He says,
Don't you want what's best for your people, Killer?
Hoffman?
What am I doing?
Oh, that's right.
I mean, I could have just cheated and just.
I forgot about that. Hey, point of inspiration for honesty.
Okay.
And I hope you use that to attack another PC. You
honest.
you just feel we need to think this through, and you should probably get Adric to stop doing what he's doing.
Adric, hold.
Make a
DC
wisdom
13.
save,
Yeah.
Dean, for Adric.
Wisdom save?
Yeah, it's a command spell.
Oh, okay. Inspiration to go around.
There you go.
14.
Yeah, you'll do it.
That'll do it. All right, and
Do I feel like
Yes.
the words carry magic?
yes,
Okay.
give me I'm sorry, wisdom save.
Wisdom?
John.
Yeah.
Yep, with advantage.
Not intelligence. Oh, with advantage. Okay. 12. I'm going to use inspiration. 18. 20 something.
Oh, you rolled a 6.
Four.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You shake your head and break free of it and realize what you just did, calling out your companion. And once again, you hear Arcturlgrim's voice.
everything the elders have. I know every crystal, all their runes and libraries are yours at my side.
All right, and Arcturgrim's going to. Oh, and I forgot at DC 20.
Can I use my move action to move closer to the crystal within melee of the crystal?
Yes, you're within 30.
Okay.
Give you that. You are 90 feet away from your companions.
Yep, I know.
Wah, wah. It got really hot all of a sudden.
Okay, Arcturlgrim once again roars. This time it is very different. It's incredibly high pitched. Instead of your bones rattling, your eardrums almost feel like they're going to pierce. And from the water around you, it just starts to bubble and erupt into steam. I need everybody except for Hoffman to make a reflex.
Dexterity.
Yeah, dexterity. Fuck. I got that 3.5 head.
My roguey powers of dexterity checks. I got a 6.
That's strong.
Keeler, can you remind me about the bear charm?
Yeah, so that gives you advantage on strength and dex saving throws that knock you prone or move you against your will.
Oh, but only those conditions.
Yeah.
I think this is avoiding steam attack.
I think so too.
It is fire damage.
Ugh.
So actually, I'm sorry. Dean, you fail, but you do not take any.
I didn't roll yet, but
Oh, okay, sorry. You don't need to roll.
okay.
You feel the shield protecting you. You feel its power that you can call upon
Yep.
once per round.
As a reaction,
Yes.
and he's acting now. I will as
Technically,
a.
this is a layer action.
I understand.
Yep.
I understand.
So he will also be doing other stuff.
Let's go ahead and use it. Let's be safe. Steam seems horrific.
Okay.
So I call upon the shield. Protect my companions.
Okay. The steam starts to erupt, and Adric takes the shield and again just kind of bang, hammers it off the ground, and suddenly the steam just is pushed away, and you all, except for Hoffman, who's pretty far away, feel this just cold push away all the heat. It slowly starts to come in behind, but it drives the steam away and you take no damage.
Noise.
John.
Yep.
Arcturgrim swivels his head. And now he says aloud, not silently.
Deafening.
The power, the knowledge, it's yours or be destroyed.
Say anything?
I like get up to the crystal and I say, knowledge isn't worth the destruction of the world, Arcturlgrim.
Make a reflex save.
Yep. Okay. It's gonna be fine.
Reflex save.
That's a breath weapon.
Oh boy, that's a lot of D6s over there. Oh, he's rolling them twice. Oh my god.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. You succeed, and you
Take half.
do not take 48 points of damage.
Sweet. That would go right to wound point.
You take 24.
Sick.
Arcturlgrim swivels his head and opens his mouth, and Dean, Adric, all of a sudden it's a flash from his visions. This white tongue of fire beyond flame, almost like a cutting torch, leaps out of its mouth. It is almost in a line, and it spatters against the floor and up over Hoffman. You see him try to roll to the side. You think for a moment he's gone, and then he comes up a little bit singed.
A lot of it singed.
All right, Adric.
Damn you! All right, I need to press the attack. I need to press the advantage and continue an onslaught on him. This is fancy tactics. Have no place here. I gotta just keep piling on the HPs. So I step towards him and I'm going to strike true. I don't think I need to do anything. I just want to remember everything. Yes, I'm going to use the hammer.
Okay.
I have one left.
Don't forget your action surge.
Yeah, that'll be happening this turn. I will be attacking him.
All right.
Here we are.
Do we still who still has their auto crit?
Everyone except me.
I do. Yeah.
And again, that's on any roll.
Yeah.
We all have. Well, that's just one roll.
Yeah.
Before you roll, you have to do it before you can't roll and say
Might be worth an auto.
I'm gonna
crit
do
with
it.
the-
I'm gonna
the
do it
thunder
right now.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would double.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
What's that? 60-10 then?
Yeah.
Is that what- yeah.
With savage
60
attack,
10 plus 2d8.
Oh shit!
you still get savage attack.
Wait, what's the two?
Yep.
Oh, the 2d8's
Savage
the
attack
sword.
is still there, brother.
Oh,
We're getting savage.
buddy.
I remember my time as the wolf now. I know about
So is that why you
savagery.
took that?
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool.
Awesome.
2 and how many d10 do we have here?
What do we
we
work
used to play a
three,
lot of vampire. We have to have d10s around.
4, 5, 6. That's 60, 10 plus 2d8 plus 4.
Yeah.
Don't forget my strength, okay? That matters.
John just soaked up 16d6 of damage.
You can use inspiration on any roll, right?
Yeah. Damage, whatever you want.
Yeah, just curious. No, that was a faller.
Oh wait, you can use inspiration on damage.
Any
Any
roll?
roll.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, save them for the death
Does
saves.
that mean it doubles if it's a crit?
10, 20, 35, 39. I'll
That's
hang on to that.
pretty much at. Oh, you can choose after.
I might as well on this roll.
Yeah.
39 or
Better.
looks a lot better. Or 10, 20, 35 plus 16. We'll take 51.
Whoa. Yeah.
Plus 4? Or is that with a plus 4?
55. Sorry. That's a lot. That's magic.
All right. And that's your first attack.
Oh, right. We're going to accent sure. We're going to pour it on, boys.
Pour it on.
Pour it on.
Pour it on, boys.
How about a 17?
Negatory Ghost Rider.
Well, we're going to use, because I know it's an 18.
Metagaming.
Fucking inspiration soaking up.
Hey, it works.
So I could take it away with that one.
All right. Well, it's at least it's a hit, but not special magic.
Are you going to action surge?
Well, I am.
Do you want to just roll all the attacks?
Yeah.
Ah, okay,
yeah.
sure.
I,
So 2
I
more?
think that Sir Adric's use of inspiration was really courageous. And he should get an inspiration.
What the fuck? Running
Jake lose some
headlong,
inspiration.
running headlong at the Arcturlgrim may have been. Okay, so next attack is we're gonna take a miss, and then another attack because it's an action surge. We're gonna take a miss.
Okay. So one more set of damage,
Yep. Which
regular
is
damage. And
12.
nice. Jake is going to be Avery's action.
All right, Avery.
How much did I do that turn?
You
12
did.
plus 55?
Yes, 67 points of damage.
Whoa. All right, Avery's going to take a
Nice.
swing.
And 30 before, so almost
I
100.
rolled a 16, so it's a 24.
It's a hit.
It's our hit. And I'm going to do the same thing, distracting strike.
Okay.
That's good.
That's a good roll.
28 damage.
Okay.
And then
I'm going to get the crystal and be like, all right, guys.
and then I blow the horn for Adric.
We're just making fucking steak chops. You're fucking whacking it.
Adric, take 2 more attacks.
Oh.
No.
Advantage on the first one.
Oh, all right.
Christ.
Jeez.
Damage machine. Remember that time I told you guys I was a tank? I lied.
Hey, Keeler, maybe you and I will actually do something. This
I know, right?
Just hit 18.
I'll do it.
18. Here we are. That's a 2. So 6 more.
Okay.
And another attack. That's going to be a solid miss.
Right.
That green doesn't help you out.
Avery,
Great. It's hit and miss, literally.
in your mind. I'm sorry, dude. Keep going if you're acting.
Yeah, one more thing. I'm just gonna use my second wind. That's all.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
Yep.
Just, all right.
Get a little juice back in the tank.
Yep. Back up to full HP,
All right.
which is good because that breath weapon would have killed me in one shot.
Yippee.
In your mind, Avery, you hear Arcturlgrim call out to you.
The offer still stands. Half the lands for the savior of man, the protector of kingdoms.
Okay. Sure.
I feel a knife in my back.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh,
This is
boy.
a mind affecting. I think you have advantage with that little talisman.
I rolled a 20,
Okay.
so that's a 22.
All right.
Question.
Wow, +2, huh?
Question.
Yep.
With a roll of 20, Can I?
What kind of fuckery is this?
I love
I
it.
smell the
Can
fuckery. What counter take over his mind?
Can I say yes? I'll take it.
To trick him?
Can I just try to do a little deception?
little
Give me a
Just a
deception
little
check.
trick?
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. It's got
18.
That's pretty
okay.
good. Luckily, Arcturlgrim's young and dumb and not an ancient, brilliant thing.
Okay. Sweet, bro. Pound it.
Pushes this cloud towards you.
Now I got donkey brains.
Okay, back up to the top. Arcturlgrim will swivel
Surrender. Now's his
towards.
chance.
Once again, he roars. This time he goes low. He almost he lays his head and neck down against the ground.
Cool.
The
Water.
It's more of a reverberation. And everybody make a strength save. This will be
With advantage.
Advantage for Adric.
Because I'm a bear.
yes, not actually yeah. Everybody, including John, on this one, as it spreads throughout
Am
the
I
cavern.
considered an ally? I used an inspiration to get a 14. I don't know. If that's
22.
How's that?
Shit.
15.
26.
Okay. Look at that fucking damage roll, huh?
Yikes.
Ay caramba!
Yikes.
I love these
DC
auto
15.
damage bullshit things.
Oh, no.
They've all, spoiler alert, they've all been DC 15.
Yeah.
Roars, the ground shakes. Anyone that failed is prone and takes 31 damage.
Yowza, brother.
If you made the save, you only take half, you take 15,
Oh, that's it?
and you are not prone. Arcturlgrim
Can you motherfuckers
roars.
start throwing healing spells?
The floors and the walls shake and rocks break free from the ceiling. A stalagmite breaks free and you see it fall and you all momentarily lose sight of Avery. You look over and you see him on the ground covered in broken rock.
Did he fail his save?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Keeler.
Not dead yet.
What is your HPs?
I'm down. How much do I have left? 13.
That's dangerous.
He can't do that much though. You're probably fine.
Oh, yeah,
It's totally easy.
Killer.
Don't worry about it.
So
My hope is that he doesn't attack me, though.
with the coming out of this stun, thinking about the village, the warm waters, the relative safety of those people. But then
He's like,
Come on, bro. What do you think?
Any chick in the village.
hearing Arcturlgrim's voice reverberating in his head, he's gonna
I can make anything into a jacuzzi.
Any babe you want, bro. Let's go.
You can have a whole tribe in your personal jacuzzi. You pick them.
sorry. Go ahead.
Fucking ridiculous.
knowing he'll yell, "I want my people to be free," and he'll pull more 2 crossbow bolts. What's wrong with that? You got a problem with that, Avery?
Oh, shit.
Say my name. Say my name.
Good job, Labar.
Man, fucking terrible timing of Matt being the first one to fail that roll because he was the one that could have broken.
Sure.
He has the juice, the break free juice.
I got the
yeah.
break free juice.
So I'll take
boy.
2 shots with the bolt, both of them
All right.
glowing blue. One is a nat 20, and the other is
Okay, let's go.
14. So
That
1 crit.
Adric's like,
On my shoulders.
you use some inspiration to make that other one hit.
I put
Oh,
the whole,
yeah.
I
Good
put the whole team
idea.
on my back. I put the whole earth on my shoulders.
18. That was the AC, right?
yep.
Yep.
All right, so a crit and a regular hit. Just roll all the damage. Don't forget your hunter's mark, and just give me the total.
Yep.
While he's doing that, Hoffman,
Yeah.
what do you think about partnering up with Art?
You know,
With old
it's looking,
AG.
it's looking pretty good. At the crystal, so Hoffman he got there, and now he's looking at this thing encased in ice, basically.
Yeah, so picture it's there's ice just forming around it as it and it's constantly melting and pouring off. So it's not that thick. It's just constantly being replenished. In front of you, the floor is basically you're almost in a stream of water that's just pouring back towards the lagoon.
Do I think I can just break through it with my hand, or would I need to?
A weapon, but it's an attack. You will break the ice away from it.
Yeah, he'll basically take out a dagger and start
Okay.
just trying to break it open.
Okay, you can do that. Break it free as your attack.
Okay.
And you feel more than just cold. You feel power just kind of rush out at you, and you sense that there's more. There is more power inside this. That what it's doing now, perhaps it could be called upon for more. Not that you necessarily want to do that.
Right.
What's your intent with this here?
I think that turning it off or down or suppressing it will make the Arcturlgrim hurt himself.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay. How are you going to use your crystal, or are you going to not mechanically. I just kind of want to.
I think he's going to attempt to control it like he controls his crystal.
Okay.
As if it's one that he's trained with before.
Okay. Give me an intelligence save.
Can he also have a bonus action so he can healing word himself because he's down to 6 hit points?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So that's going to be
You make the save and die.
What was the total on
30
that damage?
35 damage, and just in case it matters, 6 of that was lightning damage.
Okay.
Why can I not roll an 8? Jesus fucking Christ.
Still got that auto.
Oh yeah, fuck. I would have used it on that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that I have that.
Okay.
I totally forgot we even had that until Jake mentioned it.
Because I had no inspiration, so I wanted to make sure this actually works.
Okay. Pretty important.
Yeah.
Okay. You reach out towards it, and actually physically reach out and take a hold of it. You see at first your hand just encoded in ice, and then you tap into the power inside of it, and suddenly the blue light just fades, and the cavern goes pitch black.
No.
Hoffman. Oh, I'm sorry. That was your action.
That was me.
Arcturlgrim. In the utter darkness, John, you feel that searing cold
Yeah.
disappear. But is Arcturlgrim's action in the darkness?
So I assume he has advantage now.
Avery's armor class.
He already had
I'm
advantage.
sorry,
on
Adric's.
Avery. Okay.
Adric's armor
24.
class. Okay. All right. The lights suddenly completely disappear. There's smoldering, maybe some smoldering fire at a couple places in the cavern. Some of that almost plasma-like, kind of still sputtering. But everyone loses vision. Adric, you try to react instinctively in just an onslaught of force, and you feel it's Arcturlgrim's maw close around your
Ooh, goody.
your lower body as another claw comes around and batters into you from behind. You take a total of 41 points of damage.
I am
A
out.
crit and a hit. You are dead,
Nope, I am into wounds, so
Okay.
I'm down to 14 wound points.
and we'll see if his breath recharges. It does not.
Ooh.
Adric, it's your action.
My turn. If I'm not mistaken, I don't understand how second wind works, but I know you told me that sword has a light.
Yes, you've
Yeah.
used it before.
Yep.
You've called upon it.
Is the light a bonus action?
I don't know, because I need the second wind.
Second wind's a bonus action. Yeah.
1 second.
A D10 plus 7, I can use inspiration on anything, right?
Oh, yeah, you
DM
could.
said so.
But also, you also might want to attack without disadvantage.
Oh, okay, because it's dark.
With the darkness.
Well, let's see what it says.
May make a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, you
But
only get one
you
bonus.
can downgrade action. Oh no, you can only have one bonus. No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I'll take the light.
Also, Dean, just so you know, it has that reaction as well. So, as a reaction, immediately after being hit by an attack, the wielder can expend one charge and cause the attacker to be blinded until the end of the attacker's next turn, unless the attacker sees a con save, which probably has a really high con, but that's an option too.
It's an option too. Force a roll at the minimum.
Yeah.
What if he fails?
Yeah.
I
He's
do
blinded.
it. It's free. I can't
Okay.
use the light this turn. So when he hits me, I will activate the sword and attempt to blind him, especially in the darkness.
He's gonna make that save 26.
All right, that's fair. Okay, so as a bonus, I am going to forsake Second Wind and get light.
Okay. This dead darkness, you hear crunch, metal, bone, you're not sure. You hear a grunt of pain, and then suddenly this pale, what color light?
Blue.
Blue light fills the cavern now from a different source, and emanating from this sword, and all of you look, and you can just see Adric is lit up in this sword, and around him, it's like the whole, from your perspective, it looks like the whole cavern is just filled with Arcturlgrim. Just the light just casting up as this creature's kind of completely wrapped around, not literally, but you know, his body spanning around your group and his head coming down from above you. Your action.
His mouth is on me, so his face is right near me.
Yes.
You've
His
been in this situation before.
Been here before. I've
his
been in the
mouth
mouth
is
before.
still on, like is locked onto you.
Okay. I say, your power is nothing compared to that of the gods. Ping! And I just fucking drive that sword into his head.
I like it.
Let's see what happens. So I'm going to use my final charge on the hammer. So that's out.
And you already used 20.
Use my 20. It's okay. That's a hit.
That's
That's a
what
hit, boy.
Green was waiting for.
Here we go. Damage is. So right now we have a 12, we have a 19. Jesus Christ, I can't do math anymore. 12 plus 14, 26. So let's hang on to that. The 26 is the roll.
Okay.
We're going to keep the 26.
So 30.
Plus
30.
4 is 30.
Okay.
Let's use an inspiration. 33.
Okay.
Let's use another one.
Another one?
Yep. His mouth's on my body and he's into my wounds.
Okay.
36.
Keep it popping. Another 11.
Yep. 41. I have one inspiration left. I might need to make a death save. I'll hang on to it.
Okay.
Not a bad play.
Another attack.
All right. 22.
Hit.
6. I'll re-roll for savage. No, I
You
already
already
did.
did that. Okay. This thing, this mighty beast just locked onto Adric, and he just doesn't stop. The sword keeps flashing out. Chunks of
see the way
Arcturlgrim
the-
scales and this black ichor just splashing out, steam erupting from all these open wounds. In the light, Hoffman, you look back and you see the water start to bubble all around Arcturlgrim. And the tail swoops down from above one more time. 27.
Think he can do 14?
20.
Yep. That puts me at -4.
The tail
Six.
comes down and smashes into Adric, and he drops to the ground.
So what's the mechanic on that?
You are dying.
Okay.
On your round, you will have to make a death saving throw.
Got it.
Healer.
I thought I went.
I'm sorry, Avery. Yeah.
I'm going to use cunning action to get to my feet.
Okay.
Haha.
And so I kind of stumble to my feet, and I see Adric go down. I stumble towards it and swing. It's going to be hard to hit with that. All right, let's try. All right, that's not going to do it. My last point of inspiration. That'll do it. Okay. So I rolled a 1 on the first inspiration and a 6 on the second.
Okay.
So that's a hit. No one else is fighting it, so I don't get roguey stuff. But I am still using Distracting Strike.
For cool effect, can we say the sword is stuck in his head and glowing and
Yes.
illuminating the cavern?
Absolutely.
I was just imagining the shadows sliding as I swung, like, and the shadows just going.
Avery, drops his shield and stabs it with his sword, and then he leaves the sword in it, and he turns towards Keeler and blows the horn.
Okay.
Pick up Adric's
You drop
shield.
your sword, your shield?
Yeah, so that I can grab the other shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing that this round?
I mean, can I? I don't know.
Yeah, you have you didn't use a move action, right? Just your regular move?
Well, you have to use party or move to get up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was your bonus. That
Yeah.
was your extra move thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Did you do another move action?
Yeah,
that-
I wanted to blow the horn.
The horn.
For
Okay.
Keeler. Yeah.
Instead of going for the shield?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's some heroic
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Okay.
So Keeler.
Keeler.
Full round attack. First attack has advantage.
Word.
And I did 12 damage, by the way,
Thank you.
with my sword of dragon slaying.
Make a death save,
So-
Arcturlgrim.
First attack hits. Second attack does not.
And that was the last charge in the
Yep.
horn.
Use all 3 of those charges for you, right, Dean?
Oh yeah.
And it was my last superiority die.
All 3 charges
And my last
of the hammer,
inspiration.
you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And my 20.
I've done all I can.
17 damage.
Arcturlgrim roars once again. Keeler, give me a Constitution save.
14.
I want to spend an inspiration.
Yeah.
It's 15. You spend an inspiration?
Yep. Yeah,
How many got left?
17. I have 3 left.
I was gonna say he hasn't spent many at all.
Okay. The ground kind of erupts in front of you as Arcturlgrim roars, and this vent of gas shoots up. You think it's steam again, and then you realize it's this noxious sulfurous fumes. You take half the 32 damage for 16.
Good call.
And it's your action again, Keeler.
I will leap back from this poison gas, make my way around to the. Is Adric down in this thing's mouth, or is he down to the side of it?
It still has him kind of in its mouth, yes.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be.
No, he's not gonna do a breath weapon.
I was gonna say I would make my way towards you, but if you're in its mouth, I'm not trying to get that close. So I'll make my way, make my way around to the other side of the stalactite and take 2 shots at it. One is gonna hit for a dirty 20 for 15 damage.
15. Okay.
4 lightning if it matters.
Not to be certain. Dr. Hoffman, you see this, the flashes of light as Keeler's bolts shoot out. You see Adric fall, the sword still remaining. You saw Avery run into the fray, and you notice the water bubbling, turning into steam. You see from all these wounds, Arcturlgrim, that now cover much of his head and his neck, if you will, where it was kind of pushing steam. You think you see wisps of flame shooting out here and there. Its scales almost begin to blacken even further and crack away. It's your action.
Hoffman is going to run back towards them, and he's going to cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Adric to stabilize him.
Okay.
So, see you up. Hopefully bring you back to consciousness.
Inspiration.
I don't have it.
I'm fresh out.
Fresh out.
Fresh out.
12 hit points back.
Ooh. Wow. That's not bad.
As a bonus action.
I wake up.
I'm going to double move back to the area. And I'm going to yell, Avery, pick up the shield.
Arcturlgrim's head, you hear crunch as it has the stirring body. So I'm sorry, you healed Adric?
Yeah.
How much?
12.
I have 6 wound points.
Okay. Adric
I believe healing always starts at 0.
suddenly kind of, yeah,
Oh.
0.
Yeah. So you have 12 hit points.
Neato Bambito.
12 hit points, 1 wound point.
Oopsie.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah,
well,
that's
yeah,
we're
that
going to
makes
say
sense,
it.
yeah.
12 hit points then, and 1 wound point.
Yeah, you're grievously wounded.
Grievously?
Or 11 and 1, whatever.
Oh, right.
Arcturlgrim opens his mouth, flames kind of licking around the sides of it, and he reaches down, and Avery, you see the head rise up and then come back down. And right in front of you on the ground lies Adric. To the side of him is the shield. The moth bears down. It is going to grab one and swallow it. You can use your round to grab the other and pull it away from him.
Okay. Let me refer to my how to roleplay this character sheet. You take a look at my bonds and stuff. I think that I believe you want me to make this decision right now.
Yep.
So
Not tomorrow.
Avery knew that it was going to come to this. He knew that Sir Idric was not coming out of here alive. He grabs the shield.
The head swings down, and you see Avery dart forward. Adric, your eyes lock onto his for a moment as his hands reach out and grab the shield. He rolls back, shield in his hands, as the moth comes down around you, and all goes to black. Avery, you get the shield.
I think it's Adric's turn now, actually.
Yeah, for sure. He still has 11 hit points. That's fine.
Adric is gone.
Literally eaten by a dragon.
You hold the shield. Arcturlgrim crunch, swallow, and then a deafening roar. And once again, the ground erupts now. The water pushing into steam. Lava shoots from around. You feel this power in the shield, Jake, as the walls and the ground around you start to erupt lava and steam. Are you calling upon it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
It shoots out. You project the power of the shield that answers your call, and the fire is momentarily pushed away. And you see the flames start to crack more and more out from Arcturlgrim's flanks. Lava shooting out where blood should be, falling into the water. This whole lagoon starting to vaporize. Hoffman, your action. I'm sorry, Keeler.
Seeing Adric eaten by the dragon, Keeler is going to.
Sorry. Go back real quick. Last words for Adric. Avery might be the only one that will hear them. What don't you think about it? Maybe Avery will have to reveal it.
Easy.
Right in an
Easy.
Instagram.
Easy. Do you want me to Instagram you?
What do you want to do?
No.
I don't know if Avery's going to be alive to tell anyone.
That's true. I think so.
I like it. Okay. Keeler, your action.
Seeing Adric be swallowed by the dragon, he's going to move out from behind the stalactite and loose 2 crossbow bolts. I'm going to use my auto crit for my first shot. And then my second is going to be a 21 to hit.
Okay. So once again, roll up all the damage together.
Did you skip me? Or
Your action was getting the shield.
Get the shield? Okay.
Let's just say he whispered something to Avery.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Nasty gram that shit to him.
Yeah.
Later.
Remember how to text people. Oh, here we go.
After Matt's turn, can we take a long rest?
Yeah, sure.
Like we'll just ask.
handy.
We'll ask Octogrim. Hey, long rest? Good.
Chill.
T? Time out.
So that's going to be 45 damage total. I used 1 of my inspiration.
Okay. These bolts strike into it. Each spot they hit, just a chunk of this beast breaks off and flames shoot out from its body where you strike it. It's falling and thrashing now. Dr. Hoffman.
He stops, like, outside of claw range and levels his crossbow at it and takes a shot with acid arrow as this green bolt of energy comes striking out of his crossbow into it. Hopefully, you have to roll well. Okay, a hit. So
Was that 3 ones?
that's 3 ones and a 4. So 7, 10
The rolling
Explosion
for
more.
Johnny continues.
acid damage.
Johnny ones.
10?
10, yeah.
Poor Johnny. Well, at least you're alive. You're not dead.
Yeah.
Bosom.
How many hit points?
Yeah. You're
It's
I'm 19 now. I
It's
feel myself.
infinitely more than
right
me.
in the side of its head, which kind of rolls to the side, and it turns and it looks down at you, Avery, with hate and disgust.
No recharge.
No recharge, and it roars once more and says,
You fools have given up all.
"What's your armor class, Avery?"
It's a +3 shield, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a 25.
Okay. It's one hit.
Ooh. I might survive 1 hit.
Hey, maybe.
I might. Probably not.
It'd be a fucking bummer if I give you the last word you
I
need.
know, right? That would suck.
Tell me what you said. Your last words. It's the last word game of telephone.
You take 18.
18, huh?
Are you up?
I'm up.
You
I-
into wounds?
Is that
Am I into wounds? I have 3 wound points left.
is that the end of his turn?
That is the end of Arcturlgrim's turn.
Takes another 4 acid damage.
Takes another 4 acid damage.
Correct. Does that kill him?
No, I'm not letting that kill him.
It's the only damage I've done this entire combat.
Avery, make an attack roll.
Wait.
You're taking this from me.
Yes. He deserves it.
I see the acid eating away at
And you
him,
just stop?
and I just stop and stare at him, and just take a step back and watch him die.
You step back, and the
So he hasn't digested me yet.
head which flew down, it strikes at you, bites, tears into your arm. Your armor is ripped, Avery. You see flesh and muscle tear from your arm, and its head collapses to the ground. And with this acid arrow ate into it, you hear a pop and a crack, and just gouts of flame erupt, and the whole body of Arcturlgrim collapses to the floor of the cavern. The flames and lava keep shooting out and slowly start to fade. It's almost impossible to see
you go, Jake.
nothing but steam for a while.
Try not to cry, okay, Jake?
Hoffman, you may call the power of the crystal back.
Yeah, I call it to cool the area and try to calm the lava flow.
You do. You manage to get it under control. Keeler comes forward and reaches out for Avery's grievous wounds. And
Guys, don't forget the poop stories we told. Dig through the poop. Look for Adric. Come on, this is all going to come back. Come on, you guys know I'm in there. I just need a little air.
and after some time, there's silence.
Where's Adric?
He was inside, like the Haval. He must have been tasty. Everything seemed to want to eat him.
A tough meal, for sure.
I think that's what took him. That shiny metal armor from the inside. Can I look around to see if there's anything left of him? Piece of armor, tattered clothing, something.
The
Swords in the thing's head.
the sword sticking out of the side of its head, and as he picked him up and swallowed him, the breastplate, the front plate of it, broke free, partially torn, but still visible. The mark of the Order of the Blackstone.
I'll collect him up, sort of attach him to I guess we have some sort of sack or something. Maybe rope, just strap it to myself to take it out.
All right. In 3 months' time, you are all far from this cave. Where are you?
At the Temple of Blackstone in the capital.
Okay. Avery's there. Are any of his companions with him?
I don't know. Are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hoffman is there.
I'd say Keeler would have made his first trip south to bring the breastplate and sword to rest in his halls.
Much like your dream, Avery. It's not down in a crypt. Maybe it will be eventually. But there's a great stone coffin and a statue just completed of Sir Adric Windmere, the slayer of Arcturlgrim.
And underneath that is inscribed his final words. You're a soldier, a leader, a hero, and I'd follow you here to the end of the world again.
And that is where we will end this arc. Well, there it is, guys. The end of our first arc, One Shot at a Monster. Next week, the five of us are going to be sitting down, talking a little bit about how the arc went overall, some favorite moments, questions, whatever comes up. And we'll also give you a little bit of a teaser for our second arc, which will be starting immediately after that. Won't miss a week. We are all really happy with how this came out as a story and as a product, and we hope you guys are digging it. Love to hear more from you. Check us out, get involved, email us at nastygrampod.com. Hop over on the Facebook group, Nastygram RPG Lounge. Follow us at Nastygram RPG on Twitter and Instagram. And check us out on the web at nastygrampod.com. And of course, thanks to all our musical contributors, Wilhelm Scream, Creeping Cadavers, and Adrian Von Ziegler. So if you think that our first little arc here was a good story, then go out and tell somebody about it. Share it at your local gaming store, with your gaming group, with your friends at work, whatever the hell. And please stick around because we got a lot more coming. See you in the next arc.
How much total damage did you do, Arcturlgrim? It was over 100.
Oh,
Right?
Did you do?
Yeah.
like 200.
Oh, yeah. Easily. Easily.
Whew.
That was a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a lot of
You
damage.
did 4 and you killed him.
Well,
I did
you
14 damage to
You
it.
did 14 damage the
I
whole
think,
fight.
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
as soon as
What
that
is-
as soon as that crystal was off,
Yeah.
he was gonna die.
Okay.
Right.
So he started taking damage every round after that went off.
I see.
And it
yeah,
was-
I didn't know if that...
Scaling 100%.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was trying to like.
yeah, I know.
I hope-
You can't really... Yeah.
That's what I was trying to describe, like the bubbling and the flame.
Yeah.
That was
Him
the
dying,
effects
yeah.
of right.
That's cool.
And it could have been very different if Avery took Adric, he would have swallowed the shield and the
And
flames
it
would
would-
have been quenched.
and we would have had to.
So you would have had to keep fighting him. He
Yeah.
wasn't going to take that damage, but you couldn't protect against fire. So
Yeah.
it was
Well, yeah, because that we got like a fire attack right after that, right?
Yeah,
So I mean, that would have killed both of us, I think.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well, he could
updated
only
my
go
character
for one.
sheet, guys.
the good.
Oh, giant skull and crossbone.
The three of you were so far apart. I didn't want to script it. I didn't that like Adric was going to die.
Yeah.
but he was going to go after the
Yeah.
shield bearer,
And
and I was
also
happy
like
it got to a place.
it works too because like I mean, it makes sense that he's going to attack the guy that's doing the most damage to him.
Right.
And
It's the damage and also the shield.
yeah. Like and I try to keep that in mind with big monster fights in D&D. Like
Yeah.
it feels unfair, but like yeah, you're going to target the fucking guy that's hurting you. Like
Right.
that's just natural.
And then use like lair actions and legendary actions
Yeah.
to go after other. It started rough.
Yeah.
Started rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been rolling.
Well, because and Keeler had that thing which could have if like Hoffman was afflicted, he could have used that on Hoffman and
Yeah.
broken that. But yeah,
If Adric would have lived, he was going to doff the breastplate and stay in the north and let Avery go home the champion.
I'm glad it came down to a
That would have
choice.
been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Adric could have lived and still been a hero, a hero, and it could have been a very different story than a go for the shield thing. Of course, some more of you might have died if that was the
Yeah,
case. He
Without
did
the
never.
shield, we would have been all dead.
Yeah.
He did never recharge his breath weapon, and that's the massive fire damage.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other stuff was considerable, but less. But cool.
Damn.
I was very unsure of how that was going to go.
That was a very good fight because I mean, obviously, you wouldn't have eaten him in a normal like D&D game, or maybe you would have. But we all used like all of our abilities,
Yeah,
and we're all
yeah.
down to like no hit points.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was like a boss fight.
It was
was a really
fucking,
good-
especially because like I'm not
That was
particularly
awesome
good at
boss
like
fight.
mechanic.
Yeah, it was
shit.
balanced though. Yeah, I mean balanced in it, like John said. Like
Yeah.
we had to use every fucking resource we had.
Are you happy with how it turned out, Dean? Though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah, I think right. I didn't want to just make it. So in case you're curious, I basically used most of the stats of an adult red dragon,
Yep.
which is a challenge rating 17.
Holy shit.
Nice.
I gave him more hit points than that. I took some stuff away. I added some other stuff. Obviously all the mind stuff were different fucking things.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys were only level 7. Obviously tried to give you guys a lot of buffs and shit.
we had a ton of shit to unleash on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I actually forgot, it was in my game notes, and I totally forgot. The intent was Paulie gave you each a gift, and then she was also going to give you guys Water of Life, which, going to kind of fucking talk it up. Essentially, it was each of you guys would have a healing potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
But-
need it.
Might have been
That-
useful.
I don't know. That came out pretty cool.
Well, I guess I have to erase his.
That's nasty.